Bangladesh Air Force jet crashes into school in Dhaka, 19 dead. Tragedy strikes as military jet crashes into Dhaka school, leaving dozens dead and hundreds injured. It's every family's worst nightmare, a seemingly normal school day suddenly torn apart by unthinkable disaster. On Monday afternoon in Dhaka, Bangladesh, the unexpected became reality as a Bangladeshi Air Force training jet suddenly plummeted into the bustling campus of Milestone School and College in Uttara's northern district. The devastating event has claimed at least 19 lives and left 164 people with injuries, many of them children. The scenes that followed were chaotic and heartbreaking, thick plumes of smoke billowing above the school, panicked students and parents searching desperately for loved ones, and emergency crews racing against the clock to pull survivors from flaming rubble. But here's where the crisis deepens. Video taken moments after the crash shows not only the ferocious blaze but also the shocked faces of residents packed onto rooftops, witnessing a tragedy that will haunt this community for years. The F-7 fighter jet reportedly developed a mechanical malfunction just moments after taking off for a routine training mission shortly after 1 p.m. local time. According to Bangladesh's armed forces, the pilot, Flight Lieutenant M.D. Taukar Islam, heroically tried to divert the doomed jet away from densely populated neighborhoods. Despite his efforts, both he and many others on the ground lost their lives in the tragic impact. The full human cost came into focus as more than 50 burn victims, including both students and adults, were rushed to hospitals like the National Institute of Burn and Plastic Surgery, a place now overwhelmed by the scale of this emergency. For context, children as young as 4 attend Milestone School and College, and the shockwaves have reverberated through the entire community. Eyewitness accounts paint a horrifying picture of those first moments. Rizal Islam, a teacher at the college, told BBC Bangla that he saw the jet strike the building directly, while another teacher, Masood Tariq, described hearing a tremendous explosion before seeing nothing but fire and smoke. Parents, waiting to pick up their children, faced a scene of confusion and terror, while one student recalled watching the plane hit right in front of his eyes. Emergency responders swarmed the disaster site, navigating through the blackened debris in frantic search of more survivors. The intensity of the flames and the scale of destruction left onlookers, many of whom watched from nearby rooftops, stunned and desperate for answers. In a swift response, an official inquiry has been launched by Bangladeshi authorities to unravel what precisely went wrong with the aircraft and why this training flight ended in catastrophe. Bangladesh's interim government leader, Muhammad Yunus, addressed the nation's grief in a heartfelt message on social media, vowing that every effort would be made to support victims and uncover the cause of the crash. "This is a moment of deep sorrow for the nation," he wrote, emphasizing the government's commitment to a thorough investigation and urgent medical attention for those hurt. Authorities have also declared a day of national mourning, and on Tuesday, Bangladeshi flags will fly at half-mast across the country, a solemn reminder of collective loss. And this is the part most people miss. Military training missions are supposed to be safeguarded by stringent maintenance protocols and extensive training. Such crashes, especially into civilian targets, are extremely rare and controversial. Does this tragedy signal broader safety issues within military operations? Or was it simply an unforeseeable accident? Should more be done to protect schools and densely populated areas from risks posed by low-flying military aircraft? Now it's your turn. How should Bangladesh respond to this disaster? Should stricter regulations be enforced over training flights in populated zones, or are these accidents simply an unfortunate risk? Share your thoughts, perspectives, and questions in the comments below. Let's open the conversation on what lessons shouldn't be forgotten in the wake of this national tragedy. Bangladesh fighter jet crashes into college in Dhaka, 19 killed. A devastating tragedy shook the nation's core when a military jet plunged into a crowded school, claiming 19 innocent lives, including children as young as 6th grade. This heart-wrenching incident at Dhaka's Milestone School and College isn't just another news headline, it's a profound national trauma that forces us to confront unsettling questions about safety and accountability. But here's what makes this catastrophe even more chilling: it unfolded during school hours, trapping students in classrooms where they should have been safest. The crash occurred Monday afternoon in Dhaka's Uttara neighborhood, involving a Bangladesh Air Force F-7 fighter jet during a training mission. This advanced variant of the Chinese J-7 aircraft took off at 1:06 p.m. and catastrophically failed minutes later, slamming into the school building while students attended classes or took exams. The human toll is staggering: 16 students, 2 teachers, and the pilot, identified as Flight Lieutenant Muhammad Tukur Islam, perished instantly. Over 100 survivors suffered injuries, many with life-threatening burns, overwhelming nearby hospitals. Medical professionals confirm at least 8 victims remain in critical condition, with burn specialists noting the injury count continues rising as symptoms develop. Bangladesh's interim leader Muhammad Yunus captured the nation's anguish on social media, calling it a moment of profound pain and acknowledging the irreparable loss to families, educators, and the Air Force. His office urgently released critical contact information for affected families. Military Rescue Brigade, 01769024202. CMH Burn Unit, 01769016019. CMH Emergency, 01769013311. Milestone School Admin, 01814774132. Vice Principal, 01771111766. National Helpline, 999, connects to police burn units. Eyewitness accounts paint a horrifying scene. Student Rafika Taha, 16, described watching coverage in terror, exclaiming, "My God! It's my school," upon recognizing her 2,000-student institution engulfed in flames. Disturbing videos corroborate the chaos. One shows the jet engine buried under classroom rubble, while others capture crowds rushing toward the burning one-story building and an injured man, coated in ash with tattered clothing, being led to safety. These visuals starkly juxtapose the school's ordinary purpose against the surreal violence of the crash. Now, here's the controversy that demands public discussion. Why was a vintage fighter jet model with known safety concerns, the F-7 series descends from 1950s Soviet designs, flying over a densely populated district during school hours? And why does this keep happening? This tragedy echoes past incidents involving similar aircraft in Bangladesh and neighboring countries. We must ask, are cost-saving measures in military procurement undermining civilian safety? Should urban schools have reinforced structures or no-fly zones overhead? What's your perspective? Share in the comments. Should governments prioritize modernizing aging fleets over other budgets? How can we better protect schools and military flight paths? Your voice matters in this critical debate about accountability and prevention. Note, visual evidence of the aftermath can be seen in NDTV's coverage. Stay updated via their WhatsApp channel.